Hi, my name is Srinivas. I am from Department of Chemical Engineering. I am NSS Wall for my project converting Wiki to Telugu, and I attended the Wintern that was organized last time. As a part of SUYAM, we go to Siragu Montessori School, which is at outskirts of Chennai. There we stay for 5 days. Mainly what we do is for most of the time we will be teaching students subjects like maths, physics, chemistry, and also English. We teach and we conduct tests based on what we taught, and we will evaluate and help them. We will give tips based on how to perform well based on our knowledge. Not only that, we also give them career guidance, like what are the possibilities they have, what can they choose. We were received by them courteously. The food and accommodation were good. Food and accommodation will be provided by NGO itself, and hospitality was nice, and you are treated as almost all as a teacher but not as a senior. It's not only giving but also what we gain is I wanted to become a teacher. This might be a foundation. This laid a foundation stone to my career, and also we teach many lessons which we learn many lessons in our life, useful for our life. I suggest this is a great opportunity for students who want to become teachers or something like that, who have teaching interest, and this gives an experience that lasts for lifetime and worth experiencing.
Hi, I'm Yash. I'm doing BTech in Chemical Engineering, and I did a Wintern in the NPTEL. So this required us to create awareness about the website NPTEL by going to various colleges, engineering colleges, and interacting with the students and the faculty. So as I stay in Hyderabad I went to 5 engineering colleges, and there basically I first went and talked to the dean. I took permission from the dean, and I first told him about what NPTEL is. It's a platform where you can learn stuff about engineering, plus it's very helpful for students in all programs like BTech, MTech, PhD, etc. This is what I told them about NPTEL, and why I wanted to talk to their students was because many of them don't know that such a website exists. And then I took their permission, went and interacted with the students. In 2 colleges, the students were writing an exam, so I waited for a while, and then I talked to the student representative, the Gen Sec or some General Secretary, and then he told me that he would forward that thing to their forums so that people can look up to the website. For the other 3 colleges, I interacted with students, and it turned out that the MTech and PhD students already knew about this website. By the way, in the end, it was an enriching experience interacting with people and telling them that there is such a website. What I feel was, everything was good, and people already actually knew about NPTEL. It was nothing much of a thing.
Hi, I'm a student of the Department of Civil Engineering, and I'm a first year. My NSS project is Project PASS, and my Wintern project for this year was the 5th pillar, and it happened over a duration of 5 days. My stay was in the hostels itself, and accommodation and food was all taken care of within our messes. Every day we used to go to the 5th pillar office, which was around 5-6 kilometers away from the campus. So we used to take a train all the way there, and we used to come back by evening. We were a group of 8 people who went there to help them out in their activities. They were basically an anti-corruption NGO who took up activities like highlighting corruption cases and exposing corruption cases. Their main aim was to reduce corruption and inform people about how many corruption cases actually take place in the city. So they used to deal with very sensitive cases, and we were not allowed to be a part of that. So the work which we did was mostly helping them out in making presentations and writing articles, blogs on the topics they used to give us. So these were further used by them in their campaigns whenever they used to go to schools and offices to spread the message. Apart from that, we also visited schools along with them. We helped them out in the schools, in the schools they visited, to make presentations, and we gained a lot from the whole experience. I think I learned how to interact with people. The people there were very receptive and hospitable, and although we could not do much in terms of helping them out with their actual activity, the work which we did was pretty satisfactory for us. I learned a lot about how the world actually works around us, and the activities that are actually going on around us, and the kind of struggles that people actually face. I also learned about how one goes about fighting these problems and fighting problems in our everyday lives. My suggestion would be to make sure that you can interact with people a lot. We were not the only people there. There were other interns from other colleges too. So it was important that we could get along with them and also help them out in their. A good amount of my perspective on service outside the institute was changed. This is because inside the institute our service was limited to within the campus, and activities were limited within the campus. But when we were part of the NGO over there, they used to actually visit offices in schools and inform people about their activities and corruption cases all around the city. This was new because we had never been a part of something like that. Our audience was always limited to residents within the campus, but in the NGO it got broadened to people who were the more general public. I think the Wintern was very useful, and I gained a lot of experience and also made many new friends. I also learned a lot about how much work one needs to put up in order to undertake such activities in the future.
Hi, my name is Feril. I was part of the NSS Netrodaya project. Initially I joined it because I was hungry for credits, but after I joined it was a totally different experience. It was a 5-day event. First day it was just knowing how the blind navigate and how they actually interact with the real world, the methods of Braille and how they study mathematics and stuff like that. So first day it was actually education for us, and that was the first day. And the second day we helped them study because there are a certain class of recently visually challenged people, because they just lost their eyesight recently, and they still are not accustomed with the system of Braille, so they need to be orally taught what is happening in their subject. So we were involved with teaching them, as in dictating their notes and etc. That was what we did for the second day. And third day was just having fun. In fact, they were teaching us music and stuff like that, so it was really amazing experience. Third day is like we never knew. You'd be amazed at how talented they are when you see. It's like even though they are blind, they play the piano with such dexterity. So it was like shocking for us. And there were fourth and fourth day we actually helped some administration help, like they needed to redesign their CDs and stuff like that. So we helped them out that way. And last day was again just fun. We were just playing Antakshari and stuff like that. So it was not just about helping them academics wise, but also emotionally help them, as in like was just having fun. We were giving them company and stuff like that. Overall, Netrodaya was just an amazing experience. One of the best 5 days of my first semester, which I vividly remember. Food wasn't an issue at all because NSS gave us grants for food there. so we could eat there. And I'm a localite, so accommodation wasn't an issue either. I wish they have to turn this into a project, because just 5 days of help won't help them, because they need consistent help. So I think it would be a better idea to turn this into a project and keep it as a Wintern. It's an amazing initiative. I mean, it's like if you're bored with your project, this is one way you can branch out from what you thought you want. Actually, Wintern is like some real solid NSS work. So I think Wintern should never be stopped.
Hello, I'm Mahesh. Last year I was a part of Aid India project and for the NSS Wintern. We started here after our NSEMs, just 2 days after, to a place called Sholingar. It's a village basically. So we first went to the Aid India office at Royapeta, and then we started by around 1 o'clock and reached there by some 4 o'clock. And so Aid India basically focuses on educating the village children. As a whole, I hope that this would be some good experience for the next year walls, and you really enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Gauri. I'm a HS first year student. My Wintern was a project called Sevalaya, and it was done in a span of 5 days in the month of December. There were 5 of us, and the institution was in a place called Avadi in the outskirts of Chennai. So initially it started off as a project, the endeavor for credits. That's the only goal we saw into going there. But I guess the moment we reached there, we realized it's going to be something much more. So the first day we spent was to getting acquainted with the place, and the one thing that struck out of the entire experience was the warmthness that the entire institution exuded. The smile of the children, the manager there. So we go there, they greet us very affably, and he basically outlined what the entire institution does, which is the activities are streamlined into 3. We have an orphanage, a children's home, and an educational institution, a school basically. When you went there, they had a free dental checkup happening, so we helped them out with that. Told little kids how to brush their teeth, little details about what to do for dental hygiene. And basically we got slotted off to different works. A couple of us took out the job of cleaning up the library. They had around 3,000 odd books which were not arranged in a very dilapidated condition. So we spent rest of the days cataloging them, arranging them, and making sure that the kids actually get to read these books, which we found out they don't. So the 2 other students who came with me, they talked to the students and made them promise that they come and pick up one fairy tale or something really small and make it a point to read these books. So that day, the first day at night, we asked them where we are going to sleep. And then they said, in the orphanage. So we were all startled because we thought we'll have separate rooms and all that. We go there, so we have these one room with the orphanage, with the kids there. And we're all tired, so long not complaining, and we go to sleep. Morning 5 o'clock, these kids come and wake us up. We're like, what? And then we go out. So they have yoga sessions every day, unfailingly. And so we roll up our mats, go there and do yoga. That was a brilliant experience with 50 odd children in the orphanage. We eat with them, we play with them, we started living their lives, and slowly we realized the little things that we started ignoring in our day-to-day life. And a couple of us, like including me and another student, we took up the job of the kitchen in the evening. So that's a very interesting job in the sense we get little perks like 1 extra cup of tea or something. So we ended up, the old age home needed dosas every day in the evening. So and they had these big tawas, and we ended up making like 150 doshas per batch. And it was fun. The akkas taught us how to cook. One day we found ourselves sorting this huge truckload of vegetables that came out for an entire week or so. That was a very mind-boggling experience, you could say. And we interacted with the old age, the people at the old age home, and we realized how they formed a very symbiotic relationship with the orphan kids. They had nothing to look forward in their lives, and these small kids were what brought smiles to them. So we had interaction sessions with them. And I remember one Saturday, that Saturday, one weekend, at night these kids come together and start performing their cultural activities, the little dances, little fun in life. We went out with them for their village awareness program. We helped them out or rather they helped us out in realizing how they started spreading little messages in the society. It could be very little things like cleanliness or hygiene, but how that message was passed on very efficiently probably to the village. So the entire experience of Sevalaya was a huge learning curve. We learned to respect little things in life, put out the brightest smiles we could for the most enduring challenges, and more and all, stay happy. And why you should take up this project was the kids were super enthusiastic about us being there, and they were obviously really sad that we left. So we promised them that next time a better bunch of Akas and Annas would be there to like spend time with them.
Reflecting on the experiences of all these volunteers, we get an idea that the Wintern was a huge success last year. We get an idea that the Wintern initiative of NSS is on the way forward because it expands the horizon of the volunteers outside the borders of the institute. The experience of the volunteers from different ranges, from teaching to fighting against corruption to all the other branches which we have not even thought of as belonging to service, really gives us an idea what NSS IITM stands for. We believe that with the Winterns and the projects and the other initiatives of NSS, we are moving on the right track, and soon we'll be really on the path towards what is known as service in all meanings of life.
Not we, but you.